Yo, what's up, my high value bros? What's up, kings? What's up, guys? What's up, stars? What's happening? Hey, man, want to talk to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Jump on here. We're going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman. But before we dive in, man, go ahead and hit that notification bell and hit that like button. Go ahead and smash it. You feel me? It's a great topic today, man. And I think that we really need to discuss this book. It's a great book. And, I think it's very important, especially if you're in a long-term relationship. Maybe you're married, you got a girlfriend, you got a wife, you know what I'm saying? Or you just a polyamorous type of guy, and you got a lot of people that you may be dealing with, and that's cool. But in any type of successful, interaction with a man and a woman or a couple, you want to make sure that your communication is strong. And communicating is not just a didactic or a one-way method. You know what I'm saying? It's not like some kind of dogma. It's not like you say, you express what you want and that's just it, and the other person doesn't get a chance to express themselves either. So it's a two-way communication. It's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? And more importantly, with communication, it's not more so about what's being said. It's more so about what's being understood. Because right now I'm communicating to you guys, right? I am communicating. However, if I don't convey the message properly, and if you don't listen actively, if you don't listen intently and comprehend what I'm saying and interpret it the way that I want to communicate it to you, then we're gonna have a disconnect. We're not gonna agree, and you're gonna miss the message. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to communication, you gotta have, proper dialect, proper conveying of the message, proper terminology, proper everything when it comes to whatever it is that you want to say to the person that you're talking to. But also they have to be able to understand or comprehend and interpret what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? I think that's very important. So it's not just communication is key. No, listening actively and intently and understanding is key too. All right, so it's bifold. It's two-way. All right, so let's jump into the book, man. It's basically 5 categories, okay? And the first category, I got my notes today because I don't want to miss anything. This is super important stuff, okay, guys? All right, today is going to be words of affirmation. That's the first category. So when you talk about words of affirmation, okay, you're dealing with a woman and she's your girl, she's your wife, what have you, you know what I'm saying? Or some woman that you're, dating regularly and things like that. You want to use words of affirmation, And there's nothing wrong with a compliment here and there, but you don't want to overdo it to the point where, you just, you're starting to pedestalize her. You're putting her on a pedestal, or you're assigning her more value than yourself. Now you're going to come off like a simp or a beta. So use those compliments sparingly and use them, where they fit. You see what I'm saying? If you're first meeting her, you don't want to come off lustful. You don't want to come off, thirsty or anything like that. What you can do is just compliment her outfit, or maybe her hair, or how her outfit, her aesthetics, how her outfit complements her skin tone, or the how the way she matched up her color scheme, her color patterns, with the outfit that she's wearing. Maybe she's got the purse matching with the heels and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So compliment. Now, she's your wife. You can tell, hey, babe, you looking good. Baby, you looking fine and motherfucker. You looking fine, girl. Come on here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Whatever your style is, just hit it with a compliment. Drop it here and there. You know what I'm saying? But don't over fucking do it. Because when you overdo it, it doesn't have any value. Remember, scarcity creates value. Okay? Not just compliments, man. Praise them. If they did something nice, praise them for it. They cooked something great, praise them for it. For whatever thing that they do well, praise them for it. Especially when they cook you a meal or they go out of the way to do something nice for you, you praise them for it. You know what I'm saying? If they accomplish something, praise them for it. They graduated, praise them for it. Get them a gift, things like that. Give them a card. Praise them for it. Clap their hands. Give people their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, right? When people die, and everybody gets together, and oh, so-and-so was so great, and he was so this, and she was so that, and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to miss them. But did you ever speak those words to them while they were alive? You see? So all those accolades, all those praises, all those, uplifting words. You need to be telling people why they're alive, especially if they're close to you. You know what I'm saying? That's something to think about when it comes to words of affirmation. All right, guys, you want to, when a person's talking to you too, right, listen intently, lean in, listen to what they're saying, ask questions. So, and paraphrase what they just said. So if they say, hey, I did ABC 1, 2, 3, you could be like, so yeah, so what you mean is, or what you're saying is that you did that. So that was great. You see what I'm saying? So you want to paraphrase in your own words, basically what they just communicated to you, and that reaffirms to them that you're actually listening to them, right? So these are just some great ways that you can apply words of affirmation, compliments, praises, accolades, giving them their flowers, listening intently, and things like that. And one of the worst things that you can do in terms of words of affirmation is just neglect them and don't talk to them at all. Being irritable and bitchy and yelling and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And, just not, much of a conversationalist. So let's move on to the next category. Okay, the next one is going to be physical touch. Now, this is big because, I talked about this before in some of my other videos, but you have your skin, right? That's your integumentary system. And with your integumentary system, this is the largest organ of the body, like the largest organ of the body. And your skin is full of like peripheral receptors, you know what I'm saying? Pain receptors and neurons and things like that. And also, a lot of the receptors are in the hands, sensitivity in the genitalia, on the nape of the neck, things like that. But overall, the body has these receptors that you can interpret as touch, through your peripheral nervous system and things like that. So the reason why I'm sharing that with you is this, because when you start to understand your woman's erogenous zones, okay, and I talked about this before in a previous video, erogenous zones, these are the zones where you can touch a person, they become sexually aroused, okay? So some of the more obvious ones are, don't just go straight to the genitalia, okay, especially when it comes to sex and things like that, guys. Don't just be trying to dive in and shit and blow her back out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to make love. Sometimes you got to be sexual. Sometimes you got to be intimate. And actually doing this physical touch portion of the book, the 5 love languages, intimacy makes sex more beautiful. It makes sex more great. It makes sex more anticipated by her. If you're a very touchy-feely kind of guy throughout the day, she's going to be inclined to have sex with you more often anyway, because when you touch her, especially in her erogenous zones, all right, what you're releasing is the oxytocin. Remember, what is oxytocin? That's your love chemical. That's the chemical that's released into your bloodstream, via your via your neurons in your brain, right? So oxytocin is released from the brain into the bloodstream, and basically this neurotransmitter, what happens is, it makes them feel good. It's the love drug. It's called the love drug, the love chemical. You see what I'm saying? And it's triggered through touch. So this is why when you first meet a woman, you want to shake her hand and hold on to it. This is why when you're walking together, you want to hold their hand, you know what I'm saying, as you guide them, you know what I'm saying, side by side. Or, you're pushing her in the small of the back, when you're walking through a crowded restaurant and things like that. You always want to have a hand on your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do that, spanking, even spanking, in a playful kind of way. I do it all the time, you know what I'm saying? Spanking is a turn on, Study these erogenous zones. Don't just jump straight to the genitalia and, the breast area and things. That's pretty fucking obvious, right? But you have the nape of the neck, the small of the back, insides of the thighs, the wrist area, you know what I'm saying, the back of her knees. Just explore her body and see what it is. And every touch doesn't have to be sexual. Some touches could just be supporting and sensual. It all depends on the occasion. If she's sad, give her a hug. A hug is a big deal. When you hug someone, it's a big deal. Hugging, because when you hug, you're basically heart to heart. So you know that your heart is 5,000 times more powerful than your brain in terms of electromagnetism. You see what I'm saying? So your heart, it operates on a 528 hertz frequency. And so when you guys are hugging heart to heart, you're literally fusing your biofield or your aura together. You know what I'm saying? When you guys are hugging. And this is why hugs feel so good. And different hugs communicate different things. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother video But when you're hugging and you're putting a lot of love into it, that feels good to her. Pick her up when you hug her. You see what I'm saying? That feels good to her. Give her tight hugs, you know what I'm saying? And it's a great way to show intimacy. It's a great way to show affection. Another thing you can do, guys, when you're, when you're just chilling and vibing, you know what I'm saying? Let her lay on your chest. Do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can spoon, you can cuddle. These type of things. Women love this because not only is it nurturing, but she feels protected. She's going to feel safe in your arms, and you're going to make her feel like a woman, and you're definitely going to feel like a man, guys. So physical touch is a big thing. And one of the things you don't want to do, if you want to communicate effectively through body language, through touch, is not to touch her. Because again, remember in a previous video, I broke down how when it comes to communication, about 55 to 60% is all what? Body language. You see what I'm saying? So touch is a big part of that. The other 30 to 35% is through tonality of voice. And then the last 5 to 7% is going to be the actual words that you use. Okay, so really use your body, apply that touch. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take you a long way. All right, guys. The next category is going to be receiving gifts. Okay. Now, if you're in a long-term relationships, okay, you want, freely give. It feels good to give something to a person. Like right now, let me tell you, it really feels good to me to make videos because I'm sharing knowledge. I'm sharing my education, wisdom, experience, things like that with you guys, but I'm also building friendships. So it's like a synergistic kind of thing, but it feels very good to give and to see guys, saying, learn and become, wiser and stronger and better and become better versions of themselves. And I appreciate being able to contribute to that end. You see what I'm saying? So guys, get in the habit of giving, okay? But give sparingly because again, scarcity creates value. Right? If something is, just overwhelmingly given to you, you don't really appreciate it. So, things like anniversaries, things like birthdays, things like, graduation gifts and, job promotional gifts, stuff like that, things that warrant you to give them something, then give, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a surprise giving is good. Leave a note, whatever the case may be. Just be a thoughtful gift giver. You see what I'm saying? Like for instance, whatever her favorite ice cream is, you can go ahead and get her favorite ice cream and surprise her with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, I picked this up for you. You see what I'm saying? It's being thoughtful. Just for example, my girl just the other day, she bought me a new jacket with a hoodie. Now I'm pretty fastidious. I'm pretty not flaky, but it's hard to please me in terms of things that I like. But I'm kind of swaggy with the way that I dress or whatnot, and I really appreciated the gift that she got. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even ask for it. You know what I mean? So thoughtfulness in your gift giving, okay, and do it sparingly, but make it thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be expensive. It don't have to be materialistic. It can be the simple shit. The simple things go a long way, guys. Okay, especially with women. You see what I'm saying? Guys, the next one is going to be quality time, QT. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you can really shine in terms of the 5 different love languages, because everybody's love language is different. Everybody speaks different love languages. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, hones in, or everybody likes a different type of love language, more so or less. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, the quality time, which a lot of us want to do eventually with a woman when we meet her, right? We want to get that QT with her, isolate her, and spend some quality time. you know what I'm saying? But anyway, with that said, guys, quality time. You want to when you're having that when you're having that quality time with your woman, man, make it, give her your undivided attention. If you're at dinner, you know what I'm saying? If you're at a park, you're at the beach or whatnot. You at home at the crib, you Netflixing and chilling or whatever, you listen to some music, you know what I'm saying? You guys, you smoking. So yeah, you just want to give her that real undivided attention. What I mean by that is turn off the cell phone, man. Turn off the cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Don't put it on vibrate. I mean, like, turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of it. You know what I mean? You don't want any distraction. Give this woman your undivided attention. She deserves it. And vice versa. You see what I'm saying? And that's going to go a long way, because again, I keep telling you, it's the small things that counts with women. And even if you just met her and you're on a date, guys, put away your cell phone. You have her to put away her cell phone. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are here together. You're getting to know each other. At least have that kind of respect. You see what I'm saying? And when a woman sees that, and and she does the same, you're gonna really appreciate that coming from each other, because most people have very short attention spans, and everybody's locked into their phone like zombies and shit like that. So when you guys are spending time together, put away the cell phone, give that woman your undivided attention. It's gonna go a long way. She's gonna appreciate it, and she's gonna show you how much she appreciates it. And the worst thing you can do is do the opposite of what I just said. You know what I mean? Just being distracted. You're always on your PS5 and shit, your PS3 or whatever, and she want to do something with you. She want to have sex. She want your attention. And goddamn, you're always on the fucking video game. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying to give her all your attention, but I'm just saying when it's time for quality time, give her your undivided attention. All right, guys, moving on. All right, and so the last category is going to be your acts of service, okay? Acts of service, all right? This is where your chivalry can come into play, all right? Now, let's not confuse or conflate chivalry with being a yes man, a nice guy, a beta male, a simp, a trick, none of that. You feel me? You're being chivalrous and you're being a gentleman, okay? You can still, no, actually, being chivalrous and being a gentleman is high value. You see what I'm saying? Because it shows that you have couth. It shows that you have decorum. It shows that you have ethics. You see what I'm saying? That you carry yourself in a sophisticated kind of way. Women love sophistication. You see what I'm saying? Women like for you to be debonair and smooth and dapper. You know what I mean? So, having said that, there's nothing wrong with you pulling out a chair for her if you guys are on a date. There's nothing wrong with you opening the door for her to get inside of your car. There's nothing wrong for you opening the door for her when you're entering into a building or a restaurant or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? Now, do you have to do this all the time? No, you do it when you feel like it. But generally, these are just, acts of service that you can do for your woman. That's going to make her feel good. It's going to make her feel like the queen and the goddess that she is. You see what I'm saying? Other things you can do, guys, you can share in the chores around the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she washes the dishes and cleans and do the laundry and all that shit all the time, or most of the time, sometimes you just tell her, hey, babe, chill, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she's sick or she's not feeling well or she had a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Do the laundry. Wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? You should be taking out the trash anyway. Your woman should not be taking out the trash, number one. And number two, she shouldn't be cutting the lawn if you got a lawn. You know what I'm saying? That's just on some masculine type shit. But anyway, do the laundry sometime. Wash the dishes sometimes. Sharing the household chores. You know what I'm saying? I do. And every now and then, cook something. Cook a meal. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not the best cook in the world. I could do a little something here and there. You know what I'm saying? I do enough to feed me, but if I got a goddess and a queen that can cook, you know what I'm saying? Especially like the one I got in my life now and things like that. Listen, bro. It goes a long way when you can cook something for them as well. You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to do things as well, guys. Other things that you can do. How about washing their hair? Washing their feet. You know what I'm saying? Giving them a bath when you guys are taking showers or baths together. I mean, these are just some general ideas that I'm just giving you guys for acts of service. You know what I mean? And obviously we can go deeper. You know what I'm saying? But just be thoughtful. Be thoughtful with your acts of service. Find out what she likes and just do something nice for her. But don't do it all the time. Do it sparingly. You know what I'm saying? Again, scarcity creates what? Value. Okay? Anytime where things are readily at your leisure, you know what I'm saying? When things are abundant, so to speak, There's no value. You want to be scarce with things. And so when it comes to these 5, love languages, guys, you want to be able to mix it up between the words of affirmation, receiving gifts, quality time, acts of service, things like that. You see what I'm saying? You want to be able to mix these things up. Yeah, you want to be able to mix these things up because you don't know exactly what your partner's favorite love language is. And especially too, now you don't want to forget about their physical touch, right? So, those are basically your 5 love languages, guys, and get good at it and be thoughtful with it and be art and turn it into an art form. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got for now. My phone.
There's actually a quiz you can take to find out what her love language is. I'll leave a link in the description box.
Listen, man, grab the High Value Man t-shirt. Go ahead and grab that. Ladies, you too. I got High Value Man t-shirts for you too. That says I love High Value Men. I'm going to go ahead and put a picture up there. Now, I mean, guys. Yeah, guys, go ahead and get the book too. It's doing phenomenally well. Go ahead and grab that High Value Man, The Blueprint to Success for Women, in ebook and paperback. You know what I'm saying? Read it 5 to 10 times, guys. 5 to 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Commit it to memory. You're going to need it, okay? And you're going to love it. Trust me. Also, guys, if you have a problem with a woman, email me at acie333@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Write me a paragraph or 2 describing the problem. I'm going to give you a plan of action. I'll even read it, and make a video out of it and give you a plan of action, okay? And if you want one-on-one consultation, FaceTime, Skype, WhatsApp, or whatnot, for a fee, we can go ahead and chop that up and get that done. You know what I'm saying? Guys, add me on Instagram, ace_Haru. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me a DM, you know what I mean? Give me a video topic and I go ahead and, throw it up if I haven't done it already. You know what I mean? Hey, man, like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Comment. Hey, like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, comment on my shit. You know what I'm saying? It helps the channel grow. Go ahead and do that, guys. It helps me get seen on the algorithm. I can get monetized and all of that. Let's make this channel grow and become the best channel on Instagram when it comes to, dealing with women in a spiritual kind of way. You know what I'm saying? This is my lane. You feel me? Guys, if this is valuable stuff to you, man, hey, give me a donation, man. $1, $2, $5, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hit my cash app up. You know what I'm saying? I would really appreciate it. That'd be some love. Thank you, guys. Hey, so yeah, that's it, guys. I'm out, man. Love. Peace.